I just love coming to Preston. It's also very the same as Collingwood. When I walk into Collingwood ground, there's something there that kind of hits me, and same thing when I come to Preston. Something hits me to say that what a great place and what a great football environment it really is. Funny enough, I spent 3 hours with Barry Cable because we just thought, myself and the coaching staff, we've been very successful over the last 2 or 3 years, and we just needed another little message from someone that may be able to get us across the line against Frankston. And I knew Barry Cable from a long time ago, and I rang him up, and he lived over Essendon way, and I thought, I'll give him a buzz and see whether he might be interested in a bit of a chat to me. And I said, Baz, I only want 10 minutes of your time or something. I was there for nearly 4 hours. So, his message was that, because you're a good side, doesn't make you any less or anything like that. If you're a good side, you've got to play like a good side, and that's exactly his message. And I brought that across to the players that, we're a good side, we're going to play like a good side, and if Frankston are good enough to beat us, they'll beat us. But if us being a good side, we should be able to get over the top of them.
Rex, what about the use of Teddy Whitten before the game? Do you think that's a good move?
Well, it's an interesting psychological move. Ted Whitten certainly is a great man and a great motivator. In all due respect, Ted hasn't been involved in a lot of premierships, but certainly, if it can assist the Preston players, sure, perhaps they may have been getting sick of Ray Shaw's voice. I said
to Teddy before he brought him into the rooms, I just said, look, we've got a big ruckman. He's a good player, champion player of the club. He's been down a little bit. Just, give him a bit of a bump up and things like that. And Teddy just tore threads off him. I thought, what's going on here? Teddy really got into him and just said, you're our main number one ruckman and you've got to do this. And before the game, 84, he said he was going to come to the game and he was going to come into rooms, and just having him there, the players had seen him the year before, they knew what he was like. It was just sensational.
Good psychological tactics by Frankston, keeping Preston waiting. I think we're over time now. Sure, it starts at 2 o'clock, but Umpire Phillips is making his way down there to break them.
I don't really know why, whether they were trying to do something or just make us wait and not necessarily get cold, but not getting straight into the game and things like that. You look at the first thing that goes through your mind is why are they doing it? So where you probably should be ready to go for your game, but it just takes you away a little bit. Now, whether that was a ploy or whatever it is, it certainly worked in the first 15 minutes anyway, for their sake.
Just takes the play. Short of centre half boy, he races on now and line them up. First score of the match coming up. What's it going to be? It's a mark. Good mark. Then by Gordon. Peter coming up. And there it is, a goal to Frankston. Aikman came into it. Zarnecki in front. Zarnecki stabbed his half in front. The new teammate Hilton was behind him. Oh, a free here. Down went far goal and look at it. Lining them up. And he's put it offline, or has it come back in? Fourth kick. Not a good one. White takes the chance. Boyd. He kicked two. Long handball to Thomas. Here's number 3. Got. 3 goals to no score.
I remember, 2 goals down, and then they kicked another one, and then unfortunately Berkey pushed the bloke into the fence and gave him another goal that made 4, and then they had another one. And this is all in the first 10-15 minutes of the quarter. So, all of a sudden you're starting to think what's going on here. Because, to be honest, we thought coming into the final series, we thought Geelong West were going to be our real danger, and Frankston knocked them over in the Premier League final. So, we were very confident. Whether overconfident? No, don't take anything away from Frankston. They played really well in the first 15 minutes, and surprising enough, I can't remember the quarter time score, but I think we had more shots in the last 15 minutes than what they did in the first 15 minutes.
Shane Hammer now swings the play across towards Ray Shaw, and Shaw following the ball all the way down. And Kemper was the player and coming in, and this could be the first major score to Preston. They're 1 goal still. They've been playing the coach of 23 minutes. And there he is, drives it on his way. High up by the left side of the goal. But Preston just short of the centre. He's come to the short pass. Jordan waits for it. Jordan stretches the long out. So now, Jordan from centre half forward. Rides it on its way. Colin Park moves across again. And indicates another goal. After 1-3 centre half forward. Barry Preston getting into attack. Burke is the player to shoot the goal on its way. And what is it? Another goal. That's Preston. So they move on. And the over scoreboard. The 4 goals. So McKeon now. All players covered by the look of it. He's gone to the short pass to Harris. Harris spread out well. Harris good reach of the ball. Puts it on the fly. I think they'll put it through for another one. How do they go on the line? It's over a mark for a goal. Umpire goes out. It's 1-2 today. Silence down. This will be an important thing. So Dirk can get a half forward. Preston 7 points in front. Drop punt, long and strong in a goal. So Dirk's got 2 and a quarter time.
My assistant coaches, we got together and we just played really good footy, and we were just going to be positive all the way through the speech at quarter time. You can't really worry about the scores, it's just a matter of how you're playing, and we just believe that having, as you say, 10, 12 shots in the last 15 minutes of goal, we crept our way back into the game, and all of a sudden we were the side that they were worried about, and we were worrying about them, but we just were focused on how we were going to go about it.
Yeah, well, it's full credit to our blokes. They had 5 goals on in the first 15 minutes. You have a look at now, we've had 13 shots to their none. So 6-7, it's not a bad score. We're 13 points up. No wind. It started to rain, makes the conditions harder now. But we fought really hard in that quarter, and especially the last 15 minutes. We showed what we've got. But it's up to the players now. We're finding it hard because probably the break off and that, and they're wound up. But we're getting there very slowly. We've had 13 shots to 5.
Bryan made ashore, did it cleverly, the captain, and then finds McKeon, and McKeon goes over the top to Fife. Fife can draw a player. He's going to touch the ground once and then have a shot with a drop punt, and it's long and strong in a goal. 7 in a game possession. There's Bruin under them now. Can't get away with it. Coming out is Hickney. Runs his full 10 metres and then kicks the ball to Hallis. Now Salvador with a shot for goal. Drop punt. Goal. Well done.
We were very confident. I always remember going into the rooms and I nearly shut the door to everyone, because when you go in there, all I wanted to see was players, coaches and trainers. The people who have been involved with us for a long time. Sure, we've had a lot of people around the club, members and that, have been to every game and things like that, but it was just a really important part in the game. 6 goals in front, you think you're going to go on and win, which we were confident we were, but we just had to be seriously really focused on what our game plan was and how we were going to go about it. And up forward we had 3 fantastic forwards, and Tony Russell, Johnny Burke and Shane Ellis, and I remember stressing to them that every time the ball went in the forward line, they had to really get the ball as much as they can and really harass their defenders to make mistakes, because I think that's where we were at half time. That's where we won the game, really, and that halfway through the first quarter and the second quarter.
To take the mark. Bruin gets a short kick in. It'll find his opposition in McKeon. McKeon, long kick down to look at the Preston players. Hallis with the player to move in. So Hallis right on the tip of the goal square. And here he moves into it. And he's put it right through the middle. Preston 10-15. It's Franks to make a little bit of a run at Preston, but Preston's still in control. Hackney in the centre. Goes wide, or open paddock here. McKeon should go. Goes a little way, over the top. And Atkins going to kick a goal. And that's the answer, 12-15, the second goal. 2-4 Burke and Frankston 61 on the mobiles.
I think the third quarter, it was real VFA football, the Frankston versus Preston, and both sides going at it hard, nothing on the scoreboard, goal here, a goal there for both sides. But it's 3/4 time, we were pretty confident that we were going to go on with it. Yeah. Surprising enough, 84 was the first senior grand final that I'd been in where we were probably in a real good winning position. I've never been in a winning one before, and I expressed to the players, and I reckon I got into a few players. I think I got into Shane Hallis, who was a great mate of mine, and I believe I helped Shane a lot in his footy career, and the senior body boys that I really got into, and maybe a little bit big-headed, but I said, you blokes owe me a lot. We've been together for 3 years. You blokes have had one in '83. I haven't had one, and I want you to work your butt off along with all the other blokes to give me something that I can remember Preston by in the sense that playing on the ground, and they really did. I think we just tore them apart in the last quarter and went on and won pretty comfortably. Yeah.
Losing Jordan. Now McKeon. Brian short. Brian plays on. Taps the goal. Drop punt. Good kick. John. Well done. 15, 17, 7. Whipped it off Thomas, then gave the centre half for the fight. Easy to line, to Burn. Again, it's 4-5. Not 12-9. Drop punt goal.
I've been in losing ones, and things like that at Collingwood, and we lost the first one when I come here as captain coach, and then I broke my leg in the second one, and I didn't know what it was really like to win one. So it was really great, and the club, the players, the members, and they were really elated that. And let's not forget that the second and the third had won 3 in a row, so which is a fantastic performance. When you look at 9 grand finals and we won 8. It's just fantastic. It was great for the club, and we certainly did enjoy it, that's for sure.
I really haven't felt it yet, Tony. It's a great thrill. I like to congratulate Preston too, because they fought the game out really well. But also our players fought it out very well too. We fought hard all year, and we deserve it, I think.
To all the boys, have a great day. It's unbelievable. One day in the whole year that we like to be together. We just can't be because I'm up with Reece in Brisbane. Hopefully it's nice and warm, and he's playing his 200, so I'm sure we'll catch up again shortly anyway. But to everyone, all the best. Have a great day.